Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Rod Eccles Show.
You know, you can't continue to redefine words. Welcome back, folks. This is your lovable host, L. Rod, coming to you live still. The number here is 603-835-3224. Look, you can't continue to change the meaning of words. Now, let me be clear about something here. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't. I mean, if you're gay, if you're bisexual, if you're transgender, what have you, fine. Nothing wrong with it. Well, I mean, some people might find a lot wrong with it, but in my book, there's nothing wrong with it. You're just being human. We're not all subscribing to the same, moral code of ethics. I get it. But that does not give you the right to redefine a term that has been historically accepted for centuries as to what it means, just so you can feel good about yourself. And this is partly what it's about. And just so you can force others into accepting you. You can't force people to do anything. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And they will find any way and every way to not have to deal with you. And plain and simple. You know, George Takei is out there saying, talking about religious freedom and religious beliefs, you can have them. He says you can have them all you like, and that he has his own religious beliefs too, but you can't impose your religious values onto others. Now, but however, what he's failing to realize is by telling other people that they can't impose their true heartfelt religious beliefs on them by denying baking them a gay cake is indeed imposing your own will and belief upon them. You know, they're not imposing anything on you by saying, we're not going to bake you a cake. Look, this is what's going to happen. People are going to figure a way around this stuff. Oh, you can say, well, you can't deny me a cake. And, all the baker has to, a smart baker will say, you know what? We are really backed up. The earliest we can get you this cake, it looks like it's going to be after your nuptials. All these people came before you and got in line. So we just don't have the time to make you a cake. They don't even, that is really where all this is going. You're going to start seeing more and more businesses start taking what they call advanced orders. And if, hey, it's the same thing, with a lot of reception halls. When you want to have the after the wedding reception, a lot of, depending on where you want to go, you have to book that thing sometimes, 12 months, 18 months in advance because they're that booked out. So, a lot of Christian businesses are going to start taking this type of leap and saying, well, when's the wedding? Well, we need to have it by this day. Oh, no. Sorry, the nearest day that we have is 2.5 months after that. We just don't have the time. Now, you cannot sue somebody for being too busy. It means that, hey, other people know this, and they've come in and given their enough advance notice to get theirs in. So you don't get to make new rules, and even with that, they're still going to try. But I'm telling you, you just start, even if you have to be a Christian business and you have to limit how much you earn, which is sad to say, but if you're going to protect your own religious beliefs, you're going to have to start, gerrymandering the system. And you're going to have to start saying, well, we can only do 5 cakes a day. Maybe you can do 20, but you're going to have to start saying, we're so good, we can only do 5 cakes a day. This takes so much time. And then you just have to start booking out. And so when that gay person comes in and says, bake me a cake, you can say, well, you can honestly say, we just don't have the time. You're not denying them based on your religious beliefs. You're denying them based on business practices, and you just don't have the capacity to fulfill their request within their time frame. You can fulfill their request on your time frame, but not theirs. And there is no way in hell that any judge, even a liberal judge, is going to force somebody to capitulate onto somebody else's time frame. The business isn't capable of meeting that time frame. There's no way that a judge can order them to invest in infrastructure in their business in order to meet a time deadline that fits the gay people. Not, at least not in this right now. Even the most liberal of judges is going to say that's we can't do that. That's not possible. You'll put them out of business. If they were to come to you and say that they weren't baking you a gay cake because it's against their religion, well, then we could do something. But since they didn't say that, but they said that they just don't have the capacity to fit you in that time frame, but they can fit you in, then you're going to have to adjust. And if you can't adjust, find somebody else. I think that's how we're going to have to start fighting for our freedom. For our freedom of association. You have the right to, look, if somebody doesn't want to associate with me because of the color of my skin, they have every right to do so. And I am going to honor that because I don't want to be around them. I am not going to walk into a KKK bakery and tell them to bake me a cake. How asinine is that? When you can get them in trouble. What do you mean get them in trouble? For what? What is the end game? They're still going to believe that I'm inferior to them. You can force a gay, a quote-unquote gay bashing baker out of business. They're still going to believe what they believe. And you've probably just created a real enemy. Where before they just would have said, we're just not going to bake you a cake, but we're not going to be out there, trumpeting against you. But since you forced me out of business, now I got time to actually go after you. I mean, really, that's what it's all about. Now, you can't change the meaning of words, not on a whim. Because if you're going to do that, then at some point somebody's going to change the meaning to change it to something that you don't like. And then you're gonna be, scratching your head and wondering, well, how did that happen? Well, it happened the same way that you did it. I don't see anybody running around. Speaking of the N-word, I don't see anybody running around calling white people, cracker. And meaning it in an affectionate manner, or honky. Hey, cracker. That's my cracker. Can you imagine? But you know what? I guess blacks aren't allowed to do that. We're not allowed to change the meaning of words like that. No, I can say cracker. Because, it just means that I like them. Why not? If the N-word is good enough for, us, if it's okay for a white person to say, to roll up on me and say, "Hey, my nit," why can't I roll up on them and say, "Hey, my cracker"? Why not? Hey, my honky. I mean, seriously. I want you to seriously think about that. You leftists out there who are listening to the show, and I know you guys listen to the show. I want you to, for once in your life, seriously think about this stuff. Before you start flying off the touchy-feely handle, seriously think about it. Now, I know that there are some of you out there who will probably say, well, if somebody wants to call me a honky, that's okay. If they don't mean it in a mean way or they're not being mean-spirited, I guess it could be okay. Well, it shouldn't be okay.